Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Breakfast with Bob, day 3. From beautiful Edmonton, Canada, my name is Bob Babbitt. We're brought to you by Master Spas, SFuels, Go Longer, Quintana, HOKA, One. Form, Smart Swim Goggles, Zoot Sports, the original triathlon brand. Premium Plus Sports, and of course, our Challenged Athletes Foundation. Our next guest is having a pretty phenomenal season so far with a first at Challenge Valschi. Pretty good, huh? Then second at 70.3 Krejciko, Mr. Frederic Funk joins us. How you doing, Fred?
Hey, Bob. Yeah, thanks. I'm doing great. Excited for PTO Canadian Open.
I think we first met at Collins Cup. Was that last year in
Yeah,
August?
Collins Cup, but I wasn't racing. I was the alternate for Team Europe.
Right.
And but I was racing the championship.
Your
the
championship,
day after.
yes. Now, how'd you do there?
It was okay. I got third.
Third, yeah, you got
after
third there.
Flo, Angert, and Magnus Ditlev.
Yes.
Wasn't my greatest performance as I was injured and run before that, but yeah, I think I made the best out of it.
You did. And when I look at 2021, you won 3 races in 2021. You won one in 2022. So you feel like you're coming to this race ready to go.
Yeah, sure. I won already quite a few challenge and 70.3
Yes.
races, but I really haven't really shown my potential yet with the big guys on these big stages here,
Yes.
or the 70.3 World Championship. So I hope I can surprise some people on Sunday.
Now, does this course suit you with the multiple laps? It's just more like an ITU type of race.
I think so. I think the bike course is pretty hard.
It is.
You don't get a rhythm at all. Very technical, up and down. So yeah, as I'm a strong cyclist,
Yes.
it should suit me. Yeah.
Very cool. And now, when you got into the sport, it was your dad, right, who got you in?
Yeah, my dad and my mom.
You both were racing.
Yeah, they both were racing or are doing triathlon for over 30 years. Now they are slowly getting out of the mood to race anymore. Actually, it's mostly supporting me, and now they found a new passion with some gravel tours and
they're doing gravel
bike
riding.
packing. Yeah.
So, cool.
But yeah, I mean, they're overall they're just the active lifestyle, and they brought me into the sport for sure.
I remember one of your wins. I don't know if it was your first ever win, but wasn't your dad on the same course at the same time?
Yeah,
And
right. Yeah.
He was doing. It's a multiple loop run course, and you got to go by your dad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I could tell him that I'm winning the race, and yeah, it was
That
70.3 Lanzarote in 2019.
It was Lanzarote.
Yeah, right.
That is so cool. Your dad must have been so excited.
Yeah, for sure.
That is cool. And how old were you when mom and dad got you into this?
I mean, my first triathlon was Junior Challenge in Roth.
Yes.
And I was just 5 years old.
5 years old.
So yeah, that was my first triathlon was, it was a 50-meter swim through the pool.
Yes.
And then you go out on the other side. I think even my parents helped me in the transition to put on a shirt and got onto the bike. I don't know how many K it was,
Yes.
maybe 2K. And then from the second transition, you just learn straight into the finish. I don't know if I was. No, I think I was just wearing a T-shirt and a
That little
swim
Speedo
pants,
type of thing. Yeah. And did you swim? Did you go to swim team and that high school cross country and track and things like that?
I mean, we had a triathlon club where I was growing up,
Yeah.
where my mom was also actually doing coaching. And yeah, there I was going to swim training,
Right.
2 times per week,
Right.
maybe. And learned freestyle there, and which was good. But I wasn't really swimming much or competitive. Also not doing really triathlon training. I was mostly playing soccer.
So soccer was really it.
Yeah. My goal was always to be a professional athlete, but in my younger years, it was actually to be a professional soccer player.
And when did that transition from soccer to triathlon?
Probably when it got I always did racing triathlons without any serious training.
Right, you just jump in.
Yeah, exactly.
Part of the family business.
Yeah, right. And and then I actually got kind of successful there, and with that I made it into the regional squad in Bavaria, so part of Germany, and that kind of motivated me to actually quit soccer and then concentrate on triathlon. And it was end of 2010 and 2011. So yeah, I was 13 years old,
Okay.
and that's when I decided, I
Triathlon
give
is
it a
it.
go and train a little more. Yeah.
And was the idea at the beginning to follow the WTS and hopefully go to the Olympics, or?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think we have a pretty good,
Your developmental program?
development program for juniors and youth in Germany.
Yes.
With a lot of good national races there.
Uh-huh.
I did that over my youth and junior years, and like in my last junior year, I got the German champion and qualified for Junior Worlds in Cozumel 2016. And yeah, after that, for sure, my goal was the Olympic Games. I mean, I always knew my strength is the bike.
Right.
So like the long-term goal for me was always the long distance and Kona.
Ironman was going to be it eventually.
But yeah, of course, on the way to that, I wish to go to the Olympics, but I wasn't really patient enough for that. Probably if I would have stayed on the ITU circuit, just
Right.
collected more experience and just traveled around a bit more, I could have gone better for sure. Just over the years, but I wasn't patient enough for that, so I did like non-drafting races where I was just successful
Because then you
immediately.
can use your bike.
Yeah,
your
exactly.
strength on the bike. Yeah, which you
did
couldn't really do.
did some Olympic distances in Germany, non-drafting with some big names as well. Like my first Olympic distance was against Michael Raelert,
Oh, yeah.
and he won there, and I got third. So and of course you get like a lot more attention for that than for a 10th place at some European Cup ITU. And that made me switch to half distance. So I did my first half distance in 2018.
Okay. And as an ITU guy, 22 starts, 3 podiums, 1 win. And, like you said, the drafting on the bike took away your strength.
Yeah, I mean, probably nowadays it's for sure you have to be a complete athlete in ITU as well.
No question. Yeah.
But yeah, I was always missing a few seconds in the swim to make like the front pack. So yeah, and I was like needed my bike strength to actually catch up to the front, and then couldn't run as fast anymore as the front.
Because you
of
were
course.
burned out.
And non-drafting circuit just
Exactly.
was working out better.
Do you feel your strength is more the 70.3, or do you think the full? What do you think your strength is?
I mean, I never did a full yet.
You haven't done a full yet, yeah.
So I
You're
don't know.
smart. Stay away.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what you're
Yeah,
doing
for
in all
sure.
these, and it's amazing. What's amazing to me is these are, when you're talking half distance in 2021, you basically did what, 1, 2, 3, like 7. If you went up to a real, like a runner and said, you're going to run 7 half marathons this year, they'd go, no, I'm not doing that. But you guys do them like it's not a big deal. How do you recover from doing that many half marathons and stay healthy?
I mean, I think you have to train a lot of the winter, just get a good base.
Yes.
I think we're doing that pretty well, and then just, the 7 races, but spread it over, 7 months probably.
Right, so 1 a month.
Yeah, so that's pretty okay. You can do like a training block and then taper and then recover for a week. So I thought for sure you have to take recovery pretty serious, so not just like train hard the day after half distance.
Right. And with like looking at the prize purse for this race, $1 million.
Yeah.
This is a little different game. Plus you got like the ITU athletes, 70.3, the full athletes. Everybody's coming here. I'm sure there's a lot of people you've never raced before.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And that's got to be pretty fun.
Yeah. I mean, I was just when you're watching the field, you're just seeing the big names, and you're like, wow, crazy. And then yesterday in the briefing, I was like, oh wait, actually there are like so many big guys who won big races or like big 7.3s as well, who I totally forgot about because they are even bigger names on the list. So I was like, wow, that's a really crazy field. And it's just like at a briefing when you really see everyone who is here, then you just realized what a big race this is.
Well, and when you have the money going, I mean, it's $5,000 for 20th place.
Yeah.
Normally, $5,000 for a win in a
true.
70.3 race or a challenge race. So it seems like people will have an opportunity to take chances, to know, okay, no matter what happens, if I finish the race, I got $2,000.
Yeah, true.
So, but there's an opportunity to go get 40 or 50. Do you even think about the dollar type of thing while you're racing, or is it more I'm just going to get the best out of myself?
Actually, for me, not at all. Like,
Okay.
I'm not here for the money at all, but I'm here to like see myself against this
The best.
the best, yeah. See where I stand, but of course you need the prize purse to get everyone here.
Exactly.
So and of course I'm happy for every dollar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the rest of your season will be Collins Cup?
Maybe like
depending on what happens.
It depends on what's happening
Right.
on Sunday. I mean, for automatic qualification, it's pretty tough for Team Europe.
Right.
So if I have
Team
a
Europe
good race, I can
yeah.
definitely hope for a wild card.
Right.
Otherwise, yeah, the US Open and 7.3
Yes.
Worlds in October.
So yeah, and what's nice is you can look at at the beginning of the year. You can go, okay, I'm doing Canadian Open, US Open, hopefully Collins Cup, 70.3 Worlds, and your season. Then you build the other stuff around it.
Yeah, true.
Where in the past you're going, I've got to race a lot because there's not a lot of money out there, and I've got to get a paycheck every week. To
Yeah,
keep
and
things
like
going.
the only big race where you could really see yourself against the best was the 7.3 Worlds.
Right.
Like otherwise you never get all the best to one. And now we have the Canadian Open, US Open, and the 7.3 Worlds. And next year we even have European Open and Asian
European Open as well.
Yeah. So it's great. It's just great what the PTO is doing there.
I love it. And Frederic, it's always great to catch up with you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It was great.
Have a fun race out there on Sunday, and man, come on, nothing wrong with getting $35,000 or $40,000 out there. You'd
Yeah,
be
for
okay
sure.
with it.
I wouldn't say no. Yeah.
Frederic Funk has been our guest again. Breakfast with Bob from beautiful Edmonton, Canada. Hold on, everybody. We will be right back.